Hey guys, Mike Barnes, the financial first responder. Hey, today we're going to be talking about the 7 cash flow rules that keep you financially alive. When I grew up a long time ago, I would hear the old guys say, "Watch your bread." Are you watching your bread? For the next few minutes, I want to talk to you about watching your bread. Let's get started. Why bread and cash flow matters. This should be a simple concept for some of you players to remember or understand. The financial first responder wants you to understand that bread equals your money. I'm not talking about the physical bread that you eat, but back in the day, in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, for some of y'all, the 2010, 2020s, bread is still described as manna, money. Cash flow equals how money moves in and out of your life. High income with poor cash flow still leads to stress. Remember, you need to monitor your bread. Reason one, see, bread still spoils if you don't watch it. Now, tick tock. I need you to understand that when I'm talking to you about your bread, I'm talking about if you are untracking or you have not looked at your money, it disappears. Some of you get caught out there with subscriptions, fees, impulse spending, and it eats your bread up. If money has no assignment, it will be wasted. Reminds me of a story when I was a little boy, and I used to hear those people like my uncle, and he would be around other men, and they would talk about, "Hey, how's your bread doing?" And I never knew why they were talking about sunbeam bread or why they were talking about any type of bread. I didn't realize they were talking about money. And they were concerned with were they able to manage and keep their money, whatever way it was, whether their money was funny or whether it was on point. They still asked about the bread. Reason two, see, income does not necessarily mean that it's stable. See, y'all look at those greenbacks and y'all say, "Hey, we good." But what I need you to understand that if you're relying on your salary, it does not equal your financial peace. Just because you're making some money right now, your money can be funny. See, cash flow controls the beats of high income. It also, the consistency creates confidence. So what I'm saying here in essence is that if your bread is not right, your cash flow is not right, your finances are not right. Reason three, see, bread must be sliced with a purpose. Some of you don't realize that your bread is not covering your living expenses. It's not covering your savings, which you should be saving first, investing, and then the protection and giving you the ability to take care of your family or give to others. But if it's not sliced right, then your money's not right. Reason four, cash flow feeds the household first. See, I don't know how many of y'all realize this, but see, that cash flow buys those groceries. In other words, i.e., your food. It handles your transportation, gives you the ability to take care of maintenance and gas and whatever fees that you need to do to move around. And it also gives you that hedge of protection, insurance, and utilities. See, cash flow feeds your household first, not last. Reason five, we talked about emergency funds, but emergency hunger is real. Let you have an emergency and you're going to see how hungry you are, whether it's fixing the car or whether it's doing something else. See, emergencies don't ask for permission. They're not saying please and may I. Emergencies funds prevent debt decisions and cash flow buffers to protect your peace. Now, I don't know how to best say this, but some of you You don't think about your emergency funds correctly. You feel like that, hey, if it happens, it happens. But I'm telling you that if you don't have 3 to 6 months times your salary set aside, or you haven't put provisions in place, you are accident waiting to happen. Reason 6, bread shall multiply. See that money, your bread, your manna, it shall multiply. Some money is for consumption. Some money is for production. And assets create ongoing cash flow. Now I don't know how many times I've had to tell you. I talk about your job is your main hustle, but then you need a side hustle. See, while you have your main hustle, meaning the money that can pay your bills or whatever you have going on, you need to have that side business, that side hustle, whatever it is, that second job that allows you to be able to cover the things that you need to cover. Some of you only have one source of income. And I hate to tell you this, you're wrong. Reason number 7, bread equals options. Well, what do you mean, Mr. Financial First Responder? It equals options. See, that cash flow provides for some freedom. Options create flexibility. Legacy is built with intentional money flow. Now, whether you got rental property, you got a side business, or you've been investing in the market and your stocks are paying you dividends, what we have to look at is do you have options? You need to count the costs. You need to count all the coins. You need to see what kind of bread you have available. Now we've talked over the last 9 or so slides, and so I'm just gonna be honest with you. I wish I could tell you everything gonna be all right. But what some of you need to do is stop guessing where your money goes. You need to start positioning your cash flow. Now, I've talked to you about the financial positioning system multiple times in some of my videos. I've talked to you about building stability. I've talked to you about having freedom, and I've talked to you about leaving a legacy for your children's children. Well, here's a simple way for you to do this. I need you to click this first link, which will bring you to another page that will allow you to look into the financial positioning system. Some of you will qualify to work with me in a 6-week course. And then some of you, you're probably going to be do it yourself as you're going to do it yourself. And then some of you are going to click the second link and you're going to say, hey, I want to sit down with you and I want to have a deeper dive in what I need to do. But I need you to do one thing for me. It's really not for me, it's for your family. I need you to take action. I need you to do something. I need you to click one or both of these links and get started. Because it's not how you get started or when you get started, it's that you get started. See, one of the number one problems is in most people's communities is that they never get started. Look, this is Mike Barnes, the Financial First Responder. This has been for informational purposes only or educational purposes. I am a licensed professional. Please like and subscribe my channel, and I look forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world. God bless.